Hello Flosstube, it's Amber Rogue Mama Stitcher. This is Flosstube number 41. It's Tuesday, July 11th, 2023, and it's been about 4 weeks since my last installment. So I hope you all had a great 4th of July. And you know, if you celebrate, if you're in the United States, just hope everybody's enjoying their sunshine, their summer. You know, that you've been getting a lot of stitching done too, maybe in the AC if you have it. I have. Yeah, so, and I do have, I have stitching, but a lot of soda stitching. Couple other things, but so I do have a couple new starts and a couple finishes. I just basically just within the last few weeks we've been doing yard work and, you know, just a lot of weeding and let's see, and then my oldest, my firstborn, he got a new job, his first job, and you know, his first paycheck, and so that's been awesome. Yeah, so kind of been focused on that kind of stuff, you know, just kind of a lot of family things. And then Toasty, my youngest, I only have two, 17 and 11. He has started to get prepared for his new school. He's been homeschooled since, you know, since preschool, and we found a school we really like for him. So he's getting ready to you know, use that curriculum, to be taught with that curriculum. So he's doing a little bit of tutoring before the school year starts, and, you know, just getting him his school clothes and things. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I'm gonna have to do this in 2 parts because I have to kind of do some driving around. But yeah, so we could get on to the cross stitch. Yeah, good to see you guys again. So my first start, it's actually connected to a finish also, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. So it is sorry, there are going to be a couple threads on this one. So this is my finish that I did. I started this in 2022, I think maybe in November, as a SAL with Tattooed Stitcher, Jordan. So it was the Soda Stitch Treat SAL and the Candy Shop, and I just absolutely love it. It's just so vibrant, so sweet, and it's this little sweet little character, this little girl, browsing at a candy shop. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. Love the colors, love the contrast on the fabric. I love how the back stitching makes it pop, makes it, really defines it. And my favorite is still that snail on the scale. So yeah, so here's the fabric it's on. It's the hand dyed by Rolanda. She is incredible, and I've been, you know, begging her to get some more rainbow fabric so I can do more shops on some rainbow fabric, but that has not happened yet. And she's like, oh, I'll get some, I'll dye some more. You know, she does these unique pieces of fabric, and I think it maybe is difficult to duplicate some of them, such as these. So yeah, so absolutely love it. And this is a 28 count Lugana opalescent. And what else was I gonna say? I don't remember what size this is. When I open up the chart, I'll look. Yes, that's my finish. And then a new start for a new SAL is the animal hospital. You know, also part of the Soda Stitch stores, the pop-up stores. So hopefully you can see that. I can't see the screen anymore. So yeah, I've just been lately just really going to town on this one. Absolutely love it. Kind of getting the bones of it together, and then can fill in after. I fill in as I go. But yeah, I love it so much. And then the start of the little kitty on the bottom right. I'm so jazzed for that. That's my favorite part. So yeah, so there that is. Oh, and I do, I'm stitching 3/2 for these. I really love the coverage on the 28 count with 3/2, especially when there's something like a lot of white, so that it really pops on a color fabric. So yeah, that's what it is. So pretty excited about that. And so the SAL that we're doing is it's the pop-up soda SAL, and doing that with Bernadette, Burn Stitches on Flosstube and on Instagram, and Jamie Teeny Weeny Stitches on Flosstube and Instagram, and Jordan Tattooed Stitcher on Flosstube and Instagram. So here's what Animal Hospital will look like. It is so cute. I am the most excited about this little cat. I was the most excited about the parrot, but now that I've done that one, I'm so excited about this little cat. Kind of almost like looks like it's reaching over to the candy shop. So cute. I love it so much. So yeah, I'm super excited. Right now I'm focusing on finishing that curtain, and then I'll probably move on to finishing that area, and then I'll probably finish those 2 kitties and then move on to over here. So yeah, and then I'm gonna replace this with the flower shop. If you guys know the flower shop, it also has the kind of that vaulted ceiling, but that's what it'll look like. So the SAL for the pop-up soda SAL are it's for these 12 shops that you know, that Soda Stitch designed. So we've got the bakery, oh I love it, and the boutique, and the market, the cafe, the doll shop, flower shop. So and there's one more, yeah, because that's only 3 of them. There's pop-up stores. There's 3 more that's on the chart. Pop-up stores 4. So when they were doing charts, so super cute. So I'm gonna try to just do like 3 on each piece of fabric. And then Jamie Teeny Weeny Stitches, she has this enormous piece of fabric. I hope she doesn't mind me doing a spoiler, but she has this enormous piece of just gorgeous fabric that she's gonna put all 12 on eventually, and so that's really cool. Looking forward to that. I love to see other people's like renditions of, you know, how they imagine cross stitches should look, you know, what their visions are. So yeah, it's super fun. Because, you know, like if we were all the same, I'd be pretty bored. So I love the differences of our taste and everything. But similar enough to obviously where we all, you know, love like Soda Stitch or whatever it is we all love together. Okay, and then my printer broke, my sewing machine broke. So I'm having to use my Kindle Fire for my notes. Okay, and then my other new start. I did iron these before, you know, just so they don't look bad on camera. But I think they're getting wrinkled as how I dropped my needle minder. Okay, so there is my new start. It is from the Soda Stitch Pinup Girls piece. So I did a a color modification for the hair, color conversion for the hair. And I actually just borrowed the colors off of a different Sew to Stitch chart, where one that I had done before for a family with very different hair colors. There was like 7 kids, and so I love the variety of the colors that chart provided, so I just used that one. But so yeah, I've got my big piece of fabric for the rest of the chart, and I'll give you the details in a minute. But oh, don't you love that? I love how her hair color turned out, and I'll tell you why my name is under under hers, or under the girl. Okay, so this is what it'll look like. The whole chart, the whole design once it's stitched on my piece of fabric. The piece of fabric, if I can remember, it is a 36 count. It's from Northumberland Sampler House, dyed by Anita. I kept my little card because I forget. So the sampler linen collection. Okay, so it's a linen and it's a mocha. So 36 count linen mocha. Absolutely a dream to stitch on it. I love it. It's the other part of the fabric that I'm using for a different piece that I haven't worked on lately. It's a blackbird. But anyways, so this is actually part of a round robin. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a round robin, but sorry about the glare, but I'm going to, I was asked by Maggie Kitschy Whips and to participate in that, and she asked a few others. Let's see, so she asked Jordan, Tattooed Stitcher, Bernadette, Burn Stitches, and then we brought in Mary Daydream Stitcher, and then she brought in Jamie Teeny Weeny Stitches, because like it's round robin is where you all stitch your own girl on someone else's piece, you know, but I mean, it could be like your own section of a design. It doesn't have to be, you know, this, but so each of us are stitching our own girl, and we'll have it for a month to finish each of our designs on someone else's piece. So, you know, then we'll pass it along to the next person in the round robin. So Maggie explains it way better on her video, and it's very exciting. But I got my knock that I need to go, and I will be back later. All right, so it might be confusing how I'm explaining it. So Maggie will explain it on her Flosstube, probably a lot better. But so I will explain how mine will go. So my first girl was, you know, the one I stitched on my own fabric. And then I will be sending it on to Jordan, my fabric, and my floss onto Jordan. And then she will be stitching the French maid. And then she will send my fabric onto Bernadette, and she will be stitching this little lovely lady, lovely girl. And then Bernadette will send onto Jamie, and then Jamie will send onto Mary, and then Mary will send on to Maggie, and then Maggie will mail it back to me. So everybody is going to put their own names on mine below the girl that they stitched, and I charted the names, so it'll be like kind of that same font that that mine had. So everybody kind of is doing their own thing on theirs. You know, it's you know, individualized for our taste and our fabrics, and whether or not we want to do like skin conversion, or maybe unique color conversions. I don't think anybody's doing different colors for, say, like the clothes or anything like that, but some of us are doing hair and skin conversions. I absolutely love how my hair conversion turned out. It is so cute. And what I did for mine, I did already mention earlier. I used a you know, the template, or, you know, the colors from this particular piece. It's for these dark brown haired little boys, and they were, let's see, black $8.98, and let's see, $7.80. Sorry, I'm trying to find the little, oh, there it is. And then I believe I added $4.37 for the, because it doesn't have like a lighter highlight in these. So I just added $4.37 because in the blonde little girls, their highlight, like the lightest highlight is white, but I think that would probably look kind of weird on a darker brown haired character, but I still wanted the highlight to kind of give it that, you know, definition, because her hair is very defined in the blonde version of her, you know, rightly so. I mean, that's kind of how it is in real life, right? Like, it's harder for the dark haired people to kind of show off different layers and things. That sort of just gets lost in the darkness. So unless we do highlights, but yeah, so I love how that $4.37 turned out in place of white. So yeah, I love it. And I think that was it for that. So I'm just like super excited because, the other thing that was really cool actually was that all of us figured out or found out, you know, what our stitches are positioned like. So, you know, whether some of us go bottom left to top right, and then top or bottom right to top left, you know, as opposed to those who stitch bottom right to top left first, and then the bottom left to top right to finish. So the you know, last stitch of the cross will be going a different direction on some of ours. And I just love that, because then I get to, you know, just really cherish this piece where, you know, I get all these different stitching styles and preferences of, you know, how people are comfortable stitching on the same piece. And that'll just be like just a cool, like, kind of, you know, tribute to the different kind of stitching styles that my friends and I have. You know, and it's such a novel idea for me to actually have friends who cross stitch still. I mean, I think it's been a couple of years since I've got to know people on Instagram and on YouTube, but it's still a novel idea. You know, that I'm share this love and passion with you know, some select few people around the world, because there are more cross stitchers now, I think, than there used to be. When I started stitching when I was younger, you know, the internet really opened it up, I think, but I think like COVID also helped, because people like needed something to do with their time and maybe with some of their nervous energy, because people getting locked in their homes or having to stay home was a different thing, you know, for most of us. So anyway, so just having all these, you know, wonderful friends that I've connected with, and, you know, I've gotten to that stage where I'm like, yeah, I would like to like mix a piece of theirs and mine. And, you know, you kind of know like the people who will actually, I mean, maybe this sounds like maybe kind of judgmental, but some people who actually like finish what they're doing on your piece, you know, or because you see how consistently they finish their own stuff. So hopefully that, you know, that's like stays consistent. I mean, it will. I know it will. But yeah, like, so, and then also you get to see examples of each other's work, and you're like, yeah, that's amazing. So like, I really respect all these ladies that I'm stitching you know, my piece with, and stitching on their pieces. And I hope that, you know, they're happy with what I do on their pieces. So yeah, so it's very cool. Like, I'm super excited about it. And you know, like, just I like want to hurry up the process, so I get to mail mine to Jordan. Not to hurry up the process, but, you know, like, in my excitement, I'm going, oh, like, I can't wait to see, like, so because I rushed through mine because I really wanted to see what my brunette would look like as opposed to the blonde. So, what else? So thank you, Maggie, also for putting that together. It's a treat. It's very thrilling that we get to do that together. Okay, and then another new start and nowhere near a finish is my Treasure Island piece that is by Owl Forest Embroidery. They're free. Let's see if I can get these needle minders to get this to stick on the board. They are very good needle minders. Oh my goodness, they really use great magnets. My hair just falls in my face naturally. All right, sorry about that. I probably should have paused. Okay, so there we go. I can kind of pull that. It's wrinkled on the edge. Yeah, so I am not as far as everybody, well, as the, releases right now. Like, I'm not current in the releases. I just got my floss last week or the week before. I'm trying to remember how long I had it, but it has not been a long time. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, so I think it looks really beautiful. They have the in the free patterns, they have the option to not do this little yellow and green border that Owl Forest Embroidery said is like on the kind of the pirate maps, just maps. I'm trying to remember if they said pirate maps. It might have been, but yeah, for sure on the nautical maps. Yeah, and I love how it looks on this mocha fabric. It's a 32 count Weeks Dye Works linen mocha that I'm using, and I'm stitching 2/2 on that. Oh, and I forgot to say on my Soda Stitch pop-up girls, it's gonna be the 2/2 also. The 32 count I really love with the 2/2 because it's just like comfortable. It's kind of like a little looser, but you have to do, you do have to pay attention to your tension. But yeah, 36 just is like equivalent to 18, and 18 count is just so plush. But yeah, so my 32 count, I just love it. But yeah, so that's what I got done, and I think the blues pop really well on the mocha fabric. I can't remember what the brown, it's kind of like a brown and flesh, or orange and flesh color, a variegated floss. I don't think that shows up super well on the mocha, and that's okay. I'm going to, give it a chance before I fill anything in. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll fill anything in within this kind of this Treasure Island banner. So, but I love how the sun turned out, and these, I think they're like stars. I love how that turned out. And the option also to like fill in the blue was there, and I did that. I love the fill in of the blue, and that's if you do that order of the pirate map with the red or the yellow and brown. So yeah, and I love my needle minders I got from them. I'll show them a little closer. Little book and the pen and the quill and ink. So yeah, my parrot. Oh, so cute. I have different things with parrots, more than I've ever had before. I have a SAL with Mary Daydream Stitcher that's got parrots in it, and then I have my animal hospital that has a parrot in it, and then I also just got that the new chart that's the from Hands Across the Sea. So, and that has I think maybe 2 parrots. So yeah. Oh, and I guess if you haven't seen I gotta sneeze. Okay, so if you haven't seen the free SAL that Owl Forest Embroidery has put out for everybody, I only printed out up to this point, but they do have Long John Silver there now, and he is so cute. He's very cool too, with his like peg leg and everything, and the ocean behind him. But I'm sorry, I'm shaking this so much. But this is what I'm working on, and super excited to get to Jim Hawkins, and I'm really excited to get to this crescent moon. I'm really close. I just need to finish those two, and then I'll get to that. And then I'm super excited about the pirate ship, the black sails, yes, and then the treasure chest. So super excited about that. And then, you know, the people are obviously, for me at least, the most exciting part, for whatever reason. So even though I have become more of an introvert since having children, I am a people person. I just need longer breaks between socializing since I had kids. Yeah, so anyways, then my next piece is a WIP, not a start. Is this Soda Stitch cards of Hansel and Gretel. And since I last showed you, I have done, I was, oh, sorry, you probably hear my needle minders rattling. Hold on. All right. So this is my Cards of Hansel and Gretel SAL with Jordan, we're doing, it's called Cards of Soda SAL, and she's stitching the Alice in Wonderland cards, and I'm stitching Hansel and Gretel. So where I was before was about right up here, about 4 weeks ago, when I last did a Flosstube. And then Jordan really made some progress on her Alice cards and really motivated me to get my next couple cards going. And it ended up I just couldn't stop, and I completed them. So I did a color conversion. I asked Jordan, what do you think about the donut? Can I do it purple, or should I do purple sprinkles? She's like, make the icing purple. So like, yes. So I was afraid, honestly, I was very afraid, but look how it turned out. It turned out so well. So I'm glad I took her advice on that. It really balances well. And I'll show how the original looks, the example on the chart. And look at that. And then I did Gretel. It's kind of like a start and a finish all on its own. Each of these are, I thought they were 4,300, but they're actually about 4,200 stitches. So each one is big for me. You know, or just, you know, medium. It's enough to call it a start and a finish also. But isn't Gretel so sweet? I love her card. Oh my goodness. So there's a color in the soda charts that I think it maybe is different on the program that it's being, you know, that it's being designed on, because it doesn't really show up, because these little stripes in the background, these blue stripes, were charted as 3756, and a lot of the shading on the white is that color. And I think it maybe intentionally is meant to be darker, because I had to switch to 747, DMC 747, for these blue stripes to actually get the stripes to show up. I didn't want it to just look kind of just white, because it's kind of, you know, sort of supposed to be like a, you know, parallel to that, the checker floor. Yeah, so I did about an equivalent of, you know, I guess, lightness. And I just absolutely love it. I think it looks wonderful. So I'll still keep the other color 3756 consistent around the edges of the cards for the shading of the white. But for a couple other things in the cards, there's going to be like diamond design on the back of this card that I'll use the 747 on. So yeah, doesn't it look wonderful? I love it so much. And so, excuse me. So so when all is said and done, I will have 3 more cards. And so far I have done about 21,000 stitches, I believe. It's a little more than that because of this. I wasn't counting this. But you know, 4,000 times 3 more, you know, it's going to be over 12,000 more stitches. So it's going to be more in like the 30,000 stitches range when I am completed with this piece. So I'm really excited about that. And it's on 32 count linen Zweigart summer khaki. And I'm stitching these 2/2 with mostly the called for DMC. There is some ammo and there is some CXC. Sorry, I keep bumping that. And then this, just to compare for the donut, you know, what I did the purple color conversion for. So there's what it looks like with just the chocolate frosting. And there's so I did like little brown sprinkles for the sprinkles instead of having them kind of brighter colors, like so sort of reverse that effect. But I just kept it at brown, like dark brown, light brown. So yeah, so you see that. And then the witch is what I probably will do next, the king card. And I believe I will do, well, I'm planning on doing the lavender here. I think I'm just going to make her eyes a dark, or just a brown. Just kind of add more brown since I have taken some out, and I think it'll provide better balance. So if you can, you know, kind of picture that. And these chocolates are brown on the bottom left, or right rather, sorry. On the, yeah, on here it should be, yeah. I'm like showing you on the camera, so I'm like, yeah, so it's bottom right. So yeah, the chocolates will be more brown. So I just wanted to kind of put a little bit more brown in there for balance. So yeah, anyways, that's my adorable Sal with Jordan tattooed stitcher. So what else I was gonna maybe tell you one more thing. I gotta go pick up my son in a second here. So this is my next WIP. And I wasn't really counting it among my, oh my, I'm having difficulty with the tape on the back of this board. Okay. So this is I wasn't really counting it as like an official WIP because it is a model stitch by Northumberland Sampler House. It's, you know, an antique sampler. It's Lizzie Petty, 1874. This is a vanilla 36 count linen. Hand dyed by Anita, and I just love how this turned out. So the last time I showed you this piece, I had done the herringbone row, and now I have done the next row of initials, and then I started with one of the hearts and starting on the initials of the parents. So very exciting that I'm getting so far on that. And the example picture doesn't show all of it, but that is basically where I'm at, and I'm doing the initials that are over here that are not in view on that. And then I'm so excited to do these. I just have been working so much on other pieces that I have not gotten to those yet in this piece, but I will very soon. That's my next goal, and then also to do some of my Mira pieces. But anyway, so super excited to get to the house, and I am stitching this 2/2. I did say it was on 36 count already. Okay, and let's see. Alrighty, I'm back. So let's see. Next, I was going to show you my haul. Let's see. So, so the haul that I got more recently was it's a Flossy Fox Shop Summertime Magic. I love this, and I'm just planning on doing a stitch along with Jordan Tattooed Stitcher, and I just absolutely love all the designs of this designer. but this is going to be my first one, and I have an 18 count royal blue Ada coming in the mail, and I don't have it yet. So, and then, oh, I'm having a dig. Okay, and then I got this magazine, and I don't remember where the person was located that I ordered this from. Could have been somewhere in Europe or Asia. I don't remember, but it came fairly quickly. But Creation Point de Croix, I think. But I wanted these two patterns so badly. And when I found them on Etsy, just in the magazine, I just had to get them. I saw people stitching those during Easter, and I love the little alphabet that's in there as well. They don't have the full alphabet in the magazine. You can buy the full alphabet separately, and there's so many alphabets that are just beautiful. And I believe this is just Veronique and Ginger. But yeah, so here's more of the alphabet that they have in this particular magazine. This is the April 2023. So just absolutely adore what's in here, and it was worth it. It was, I think it was $21.99, something like that. I believe free shipping. And I got this Craftways book. I actually got this a while back, and then I just kept forgetting to show. So I got this Craftways book, a cross-stitch Christmas season of memories, and it has a lot of Doreen Jones designs in it, and it has this gorgeous stocking. And I love this tree, how they finished that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, little sweet things. But this is actually a really just chock full of great designs, this particular publication. I love that, the kind of that sea-themed Christmas ornaments. Very cool. So yeah. There's these wintry blues. I believe this is a Doreen Jones. Yep, Doreen Jones. You can kind of tell sometimes that it's her designs. Yeah. If you're interested. And some of them I won't show, but this is pretty neat. Home for the Holidays. On there. Yeah, it's really sweet. Definitely got a vintage feel to it. Seasons, greetings, sticking with the ocean theme. Hope I showed that right. No glare. And there's that little tree closer. That beach theme tree, so cute. Love that. And this the Christmas ornaments on these cute little kind of cabana looking backdrops. Yeah, so, and then it's just patterned after that, but there's more in it. All right, I just had things falling all over. And then I got some Stitchy Kindness. Just barely got this in the mail yesterday from Jamie Teeny Weeny Stitches. So cute. This Peter Rabbit Beatrix Potter Christmas tree. So really beautiful. So thank you, Jamie, so much for thinking of me and sending me such a gorgeous pattern. I definitely love the vintage Christmas pieces. So I don't know why I'm so lucky that I deserve that at all. So I'm super excited that I got it. And then I got this kind of surprising piece of mail from Steph at Total Stitch Show. She sent me a card. I love Grogu and the Mandalorian, so she sent this card with her surprise. So it's a chart to stitch lovebirds, and it's just like a passing along. So it's by Katie Rogers, Primrose Cottage Stitches, and then she sent me this variegated floss DMC, the Christmas theme, Christmas colors. So and then she sent me a clover. So super thoughtful. We used to have these where I grew up in Washington all over, and I never actually held on to one, and it's a 4-leaf clover, so it's lucky. So it's pretty cool. It's like, I think you could use it as a bookmark, maybe. But yeah, so the idea of this, what Steph said, was that you stitch it, and then as soon as you're done stitching, you pass the chart along to someone else that you think would be interested in charting it, or I'm sorry, in stitching it. And then you put like the date that you finished, I believe, or maybe the date that you first got it on the back, so that you can see how many people stitched it. Okay, so Sarah, I swear I'm stitching on Instagram, and then on on Flosstube, but on Instagram she is Eat My Oxygen. She passed that along, this chart along, to Steph, and then Steph's passing it along to me. So pretty excited about that. And Steph is Ducky Dame on Instagram, and Steph is awesome. So if you haven't checked her out before, check her out. Same thing with Sarah. Sarah's awesome. Check her out if you haven't. And let's see, I'm trying to think if I had anything else to show you guys today. I did have a couple of shout outs. It's been a while since I've watched a lot of Flosstube, but there are a couple of Flosstubers that have mentioned me in the last couple months, and one of them is a new Flosstuber named Lindsay, and she's at Cat Fur and Cross Stitch, and she is I think she is Canadian. Yes, that's right, she's Canadian, and she loves sports and baseball, and she has a lot of different kind of stitching that she shows and works on. So definitely somebody that you could see a variety from, and probably see something that you would prefer stitching when you're watching. And so she got the Care Bear book by Gloria and Pat, and I think we're gonna do a SAL of one of those. I'm not sure which, or just both of us do something, but we'll start together. So that's cool. So if you haven't checked her out yet, go check out Lindsay at Cat Fur and Cross Stitch, and yeah, you will not be disappointed. So then there's Corinne, and at Corey Creates, and she mentioned me, and she has had a Flosstube for a while, and so she does stitch a lot of variety also, and she stitches mostly bigger pieces, like memorabilia pieces and things like that, and she's just a lovely lady, and she has some beautiful stitching, and I could listen to her for hours. And she just is articulate and just pleasant, and obviously because she loves cross stitch, that makes her exponentially cooler. So, and then there's oh, and the fact that she's participating in my first Soda SAL was pretty cool. Excuse me, but she might do the high heels piece Soda design for her first piece, or there's a bakery piece that that she's considering. I'm not sure if she's had a more recent episode. Like I said, I haven't been watching a lot of Flosstube lately because of what I told you earlier. But yeah, it's possible she already started. And then there's Lisa at Lost in Stitches, and she is participating in my first Soda Sal also with a coffee piece. She loves coffee, and she had mentioned me as part of my first Soda Sal, and you know, just lovely lady. And I think I just had never seen her before on Flosstube, but she has some beautiful stitching as well, beautiful pieces. And you know, she more recently had some not so good news about her cancer coming back, and so she'll be possibly already has gone in for surgery. So I wish her the best of luck, and just get rid of that just crappy, stupid cancer we all hate. And all of us have been touched by it somehow, whether it be like family or friends. And I have had an acquaintance pass away in February of it. I mean, so you know, it's like we've all been touched. And one of my best friends from high school, like her daughter just got her cancer returned. So so yeah, we're all just, you know, praying for her. And it just can be very trying. And Lisa Lost in Stitches, she just has like the most wonderful attitude. Like I mean, she's just like kind of like, this is just part of life. And you know, that she's just going to, you know, seems like she just is going to keep a smile and keep a positive attitude and just roll with it. So yeah, so best of luck to you, Lisa. And then let's see, then there was Maxine from Nightmare Before Stitchmas, who came back after a long hiatus, and she's mentioned me because she and Heather and Steve at Crafty Stitchers, I think they said they watched me when they did their stitching retreat together. They did like a retreat together, and that was awesome. And because I mean, I enjoy all of them, and I love the pieces that they stitch. And you know, oh, and Maxine also is doing my first Soda Sal herself. And her piece is the kimono girl, that it's on Soda Stitch Design on Etsy. So yeah, so hers is just beautiful, and I think she's stitching it with a friend, you know, and she's stitching hers on like a peach, I think it's like out of a peach fabric. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but or maybe it was purple. I think it was a peachy kind of fabric, and it was really beautiful with a piece that she chose. And then yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for shouting me out and mentioning me, and for everyone who has participated in my first Soda Sal, which is still going, and there's lots of people still working on theirs, and there are definitely a few finishes. So yeah, so it's been really great, and it's just been completely like wonderful, and like maybe, I don't know, I just had a good feeling about it, like this is gonna be something will resonate with people, like people are gonna want to do this, you know, because I'd heard, you know, and Bernadette and Jordan and I had heard from so many people that were like, you know, I just want to do a soda stitch, I just don't know where to start, there's so many. And but yeah, so it turned out great, like so very successful. So it just can keep going, and people keep using that hashtag, and just, you know, look up on the hashtag on Instagram, and you'll get some ideas of what people are working on and how they look. And originally, you know, Clean Day, and you know, like Soda Girl's Dream of the chart, and Clean Day, you know, the physical chart, and Clean Day on Soda Stitch Design on Etsy. That was the pattern we were using. you know, that to kick it off. And we you know, we've had a lot of finishes with that, but then like, you know, people that are you know, kind of like, oh, you know, I've had my eye on this one for a while, but that would be my first soda. Like those people just chose like different pieces, and some are a lot bigger than Clean Day. So so one of the finishes was Huga Stitcher Samantha. So that was really cool to see her finish that. And it was just turned out beautiful. And I think she did hers on a lilac, light colored lilac fabric. So anyways, so that was awesome. And I am participating in Samantha's birthday start SAL next month, August 1st, which is, I don't think I do have that on me, the Summer Quaker. By Leela Studio. But this one, I cannot wait to start it. Super excited. I already have everything. Yeah. So that is what I'm looking forward to. Kind of plans there. I do have another plan to start. I do so many sewing stitches with Jordan and Bernadette. It's crazy. So Fairy Village is something I've been wanting to start for a very long time, and Jordan actually already has stitched quite a bit on this, I believe, kind of in the top area, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, so she said, hey, if you want to, because I said I want to start this, and she goes, I've already started that, and she says, but I'll stitch along with you when you start it. So, and this is the fabric that I've chosen to go with it. So it's a hand-dyed by Rolanda. And it is a Lugana 28 count, and it's gorgeous. And this is where I'll put the top. I'll start right here in the middle where the little blue fabric marker is. So it's going to be beautiful. You can kind of see how big that is, like where the bottom blue dot is. That's how big that's going to be. Super excited though. I've been wanting to do it for years, but doing such a big piece seems like a little daunting, and you know, when there's someone selling it with you, it just makes it so much easier to contemplate it. So I'll look for the size here. Let's see, trying to see where shows the stats, the dimensions. I think I put it somewhere on here and I'll post it, but oh, okay, so it's a 174 stitches by 216 stitches. So on a 14 count, which, you know, equivalent to a 28 count, it'll be 31.57 width by 39.19 height in centimeters. So yeah, so pretty excited to get that started. Probably within the next month. I'm just excited to get it started. I don't know if I'm going to tear through it. We'll see how, you know, the rhythm I can get. And then I got a ton more of these, the Janlin loop bobbins. I just love these. I like them better. They're like only $1 something at Walmart than the DMC, and they're cheaper. So, and then two more things, and then we are done for today. Queen City Stitch Retreat paraphernalia, memorabilia. So super excited about that. I got my t-shirt. I'm getting so ready. You know, obviously it's gonna it had to be turquoise or teal. So got my t-shirt, and then I got a hoodie. My cat has already stepped on this when I was waiting to film. So yeah, I got a black hoodie. It's pretty sweet. So really cool. I think these are pretty affordable. You know, I love that design with the crown. Pretty sweet. So super excited about going to Queen City Stitch Retreat. I get to meet Maggie. I get to meet Jordan, Bernadette Burn Stitches. Maggie Kitschy Whips, Jordan Tattoo Stitcher, and then Beth at the Steadfast Stitcher, she's going. I can't remember everybody who's gone, but anyway, so super excited, looking forward to that. That's in October. I have everything ready. I just need to get my plane tickets. I should have gotten those a long time ago. I just kind of have been putting it off. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching, and you know, I'm getting near the 1,500 subscribers until, you know, till the giveaways that I was gonna do. I was gonna do 3 giveaways for every 500 people, subscribers that are watching now. So, you know, just I'm about getting close to, I think it's 33 more subscribers until I get to the 1,500 mark. So please share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate the support and the interest, and hope you all have a great you know, summer. Next couple weeks, hopefully I'll be back in a couple more weeks with a little more variety. And you know, if I didn't say already, I hope you had a great 4th of July if you celebrate, if you're in the US. And we will talk to you later. Happy stitching, and thanks.